The woman happened to notice that 9 emaciated children had gotten out of a van. Under their father's strict supervision, they made no noise, as if they were mindless puppets. Esther caught sight of Amanda nearby, but she didn't dare say anything. She just smiled helplessly. There was definitely something wrong with this family's father. He wanted to build his own cult by constantly having children, even through inbreeding. Her colleagues all urged Amanda to stay out of it, but she couldn't stop thinking about Esther. After talking to several neighbors, Amanda learned that the man never allowed the children to go out and play, and at night, he made everyone march in step. Though it sounded bizarre, it wasn't illegal. To find evidence of the man's crimes, Amanda sneaked into his house. Soon she heard a girl's cries. Since the windows were all locked tight, Amanda had no choice but to force the lock and break in. She crept into the dim, damp room, which was filled with a pungent odor. After searching, she found the girl chained up.
Mom! No, honey.
Let's not cry anymore.
Esther.
Esther begged Amanda to leave, but it was too late. Her father had already arrived, holding a shotgun. Breaking and entering is no trivial matter. The man had every right to shoot her on the spot. Amanda had no choice but to leave for the time being. Soon after, a large police force surrounded the house. After assessing the situation, they determined that a forced entry could not guarantee the child's safety inside. The officers hoped to resolve the situation through negotiation, but there was still no response from inside. Amanda began calling out Esther's name. Perhaps growing impatient, the father finally opened the door. Esther's face was etched with sorrow. She didn't want to stay here a moment longer. But her father insisted that the outside world was the true horror. Technology had corrupted the entire planet. Resources were depleted, sea levels were rising. The apocalypse foretold in the Bible was about to arrive. Esther needed to stay here and take shelter with her family. Seeing the man was so stubborn, the SWAT team decided to enter through the roof to rescue the child. Due to the overwhelming firepower, the house soon fell silent. After a few heart-wrenching cries, the father finally surrendered. By then, his earlier arrogance had vanished. The team rushed inside to rescue the remaining children. But what broke Amanda's heart the most was that Esther, the child she had come to save, was already dead. The father demanded to know why the police had meddled in his affairs. This left Amanda momentarily speechless and filled with overwhelming guilt. The man still refused to admit any wrongdoing. The officer did not blame Amanda, but instead produced a ballistics report. The next sentence, however, struck like a thunderclap, sending a shiver through Amanda's body. The bullet that killed Esther had been fired from her gun. Amanda's world came crashing down. She had risked everything to save that girl, only for her to die by the very gun she held. After the incident, every weekend, Amanda would go to church alone, and so the story ends. This case is adapted from a true event that occurred in California, USA. On January 14, 2018, a girl named Jordan escaped from her home in Paris. With the help of the police, her 12 siblings were successfully rescued. Ultimately, the children's father, David, was sentenced to life in prison without parole.